I did go a period of time where I would experience a lot of breakage. My ends would break a lot when I would comb my hair. There were a few things, well, one main thing that I was doing that contributed to, well, and some things that I wasn't doing that contributed to breakage. So, what I used to do with my hair, it wasn't a bad routine. The results were good. I had a really consistent result. But overall, for the appearance of my hair, it was good. But for the health of my hair, it was not so good. And what I used to do, and I did use natural oils when I was younger in my hair. My grandmother taught my mom to use olive oil in my hair. I went through a period of time where, for about 10 years, I was using a silicone based product, serum, and I believe it's like a polisher, frizz reducer, and I believe it's also used as a heat protector, although I didn't use it as a heat protector because I did not use heat in my hair. I would just let my hair air dry. I would put my hair in twists, and I would let my hair air dry. Then I would take the twists out and wear my hair that way. And it was a routine, a weekly routine I would do. I would use a lot of the silicone based product. I used a lot more than the directions stated because I got good results, good defined, long lasting results, for the week by using more than just like a few drops or dime size or quarter size or something the directions would say. And it would give my hair a lot of shine and a lot of definition, and it would make my hair look great. And then what I used to do at the end of the week is I would comb my hair out dry before washing it. All I would use is this heavy silicone product, and I wouldn't put anything else in my hair. That was it. Every once in a while, I would get into some leave-in conditioner, but I don't think that leave-in conditioner was too good, and I would use like a little bit of it. It was like a liquid, and I would put that on and then put the silicone-based product. But mostly it was just that one product that I would use, that one type of product that I would use. Then at the end of the week, I would comb my hair out, and my hair felt soft. It was, defined and everything, and it did feel soft and flexible. I would comb my hair out before washing it. I would comb it out dry, and that's when I would notice a lot of breakage from my ends. It'd be like just my hair breaking off at the ends, and I didn't think about it too much. I just figured, oh, well, maybe my hair is just prone to breakage and it's just breaking and it's not a big deal. And then it just happened for so many years that I just didn't really pay attention to it. But I would get lots of little tiny broken pieces from my ends. What I didn't realize at the time is that silicone based product caused my hair to be brittle. It did have some sort of a hold to it, although it didn't really feel like, it didn't feel like a gel or a hairspray or a mousse or something like that. It had like a soft, shiny, flexible result, but I guess it was also providing some hold, and it was also making my hair brittle, and then my hair would break off. Even with the breakage that I would experience weekly, my hair would still gain some length. Then what would happen, I remember several times I went a little bit more than a week without combing my hair out. I would go a little bit longer, and then when I would then I'd go in and comb my hair out, I would end up with more breakage. So I would start to gain some length, and then my hair would break enough. I would mistreat it or just not be as careful enough to the point where it would just break and not get very long. And during that time, I wasn't really focused on growing my hair out. I was happy with the results I was getting. And then what I started doing is, I was at Trader Joe's. I noticed that they had jojoba oil, and it was for, skin and hair. And I used to get it sometimes and put it on my skin, and then I started putting a little bit in my hair. And as soon as I started using natural oils in addition to the silicone based product, I stopped seeing that breakage when I would comb my hair. The jojoba oil brought an incredible softness to my hair. Although my hair felt soft and everything, with that silicone product, it was extra, extra soft with the jojoba oil, and my hair was getting oils throughout the week that it was not getting before, and it was softening up because of the jojoba oil I was using. Then once I started using jojoba oil, I went into also using coconut oil, and then from there I started using more oils, and also shea butter. That's pretty much the only thing, like the single most important thing that I did to prevent breakage. It wasn't even the elimination of that silicone-based product, it was the addition of natural oils. I think one of the things that may have discouraged me through those years from using natural oils is that I think I remember reading somewhere or just coming to understand, at least from what I thought, was that that silicone-based product, silicone is an artificial oil, and it didn't mix well with natural oils, and so I wasn't supposed to use both of them at the same time. And it just didn't occur to me to apply natural oils once the silicone based product dried on my hair, because I used to put it on soaking wet hair, let it dry, and then it just didn't occur to me to add natural oils after that. I wouldn't add more of the silicone based product throughout the week because it didn't feel right on my hair, like applying it to my hair dry. It felt really strange and I didn't like the feeling of it. And so I wouldn't do that. I would just do one heavy application with my hair being wet, and then that was it until it was time to comb my hair out, wash it, and everything. Once I started using those oils, I started retaining length very quickly. I was able to notice, wow, the breakage is like gone, and I started retaining length. And then I started to make more improvements. Like I improved the combing tools that I was using. I started looking more into seamless combing tools and also higher quality shampoo and conditioners. I was just sort of using inexpensive, low quality shampoos and conditioners. And then I would sometimes use, nicer products, better quality products. Then I started using some natural products that were of better quality. And so I was slowly progressing to better quality products throughout those years, and that helped as well. And then I got rid of that silicone based product. I noticed that my hair was just thicker. I guess the breakage possibly from that silicone based product wasn't just on my ends, but just as I would comb through, my hair was probably more likely to break off. I do think that silicones can, that it's possible for them to be used in a good way, for them to work, or for silicone to be an ingredient in a product and it can be used successfully. I just decided, because I was at such an extreme with using it where it was the only ingredient that I used and I used it heavily, I just decided that I wanted to get rid of it, and I replaced it with a gel, and then I started just working with oils and shea butter, and I found that I was happy with the results. And especially when I started using shea butter, that's when I really was able to surpass the aesthetic results of the silicone product. So those are the main things that I did. And my hair was not just good in appearance, I felt that it started to look even better, and it just became healthier, so much healthier. I don't have to worry about breakage. I can go over the week. I can go a few days over my weekly schedule that I usually maintain for washing my hair. And if I go over that amount of time, I still don't get breakage. My hair does feel a little bit like it's starting to get dehydrated if I go over a week. It'll start to feel like, it needs water, but I won't experience that breakage that I would experience with that silicone product. Once I ended up putting jojoba oil in my hair, it just changed everything, because my hair was so much softer. It looked nice, and it continued to look nice. I didn't see a conflict between the silicone and the natural oil, possibly because the silicone had already dried in my hair, and then I was putting oil on top of it, so that might have had something to do with it, as opposed to trying to put the silicone in my hair with my hair wet and then trying to put oil on top. Maybe that would be when they're not compatible. I'm not sure, but that was the main thing. And then I started retaining a lot of length, and that was it. That was basically it. Although I don't think that silicones are 100% bad. I believe that they could be used, just fine. For me, I just decided that I wasn't going to use them at all anymore, because I found natural oils to just be overall better for my routine and for what it is that I'm doing with my hair. That's what works best for me. And I also think that people can have similar goals and use products that contain silicone, and that they could be successful. I just made the choice to not use silicone anymore. I just shifted to using a natural gel, and then to using mostly oils and actually mostly shea butter in my hair. And that's just been the best for me in terms of both the appearance and the health of my hair. That was how I switched over into having a semi okay routine with my hair that gave good results appearance wise to going to a routine that has good aesthetic results and also maximizes the health and length retention of my hair.